Previously, last episode, my P raised the vibration from 2.2 to 25.8. Check out the clip.
Jackson, I just said if someone you know took advantage of your child and start singing, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are, right? Would you care to listen at that moment? I hear a lot of women, especially when it comes to women, looking for, the right man. A man got to, with certain things he has to bring to the table to be considered a man. But this is how you women are coming. And please don't carry yourself like that and expect a gentleman. Please don't expect a man to wife you, cuff you, wine and dine you. He may wine and dine you just for the night. When they say nothing new under the sun, it's definitely even more worse now because everyone's doing pretty. I let my mind shine, but they see the charm swing. That's the problem, you niggas worrying about the wrong things. You niggas not living life, just a long dream. Wanna be stars until you pop up in the wrong scene. I seen it too many times. Guys doing their whole lives behind too many crimes. Still fighting against the odds, I seen it too many times. Mama on the phone crying, nigga. Press 9, if you look up in the sky, then you probably see me flying. Still defying gravity if I find them in my size. The eyes be the windows to your soul. If you listen, then you grow. Turn your vision into goals. Picture from the stove, trying to mix it to a roll. When you hit it from the back, then she diss him, then she go. Better hit the cash app if you wanna see her blow. The unwritten rules of the game we should know. When she gave me her, I wanted more of it. She whispered in my ear, baby, you sure of it? Got into the crib and I made a tour of it. I've been hustling since a young nigga, got a short budget. Yeah, can't believe all the time we wasting. Got the liquor and the weed, what a combination. All them times you and me had a conversation. Once we come together, unity is our revelation. Understand it. They want a ball, but it's underhanded. They have plans, they just never planned it. Both sides play the game. Most times we stay the same. Whether bow tie or gold chain, we still on hang. Let them know. We want more. And every time we get it, we want more. If I had the money, the girls, I want more. All them times I was running the hustle to get more, we want more, You know my name, I want more. I done gave you the game, but still they want more. If I gave my girl the whole world, she want more. If I gave my kids everything, they want more. We never satisfied with the hustle, we on tour. So we rob from the poor just to get more, we want more. You woke yet?
My Lord, you're asleep, my Lord. You need to wake up immediately, my Lord. My Lord, wake up, my Lord. The children are sleeping. Stay woke, nigga, stay woke. Don't sleep, but open my eyes. So stay woke, nigga, stay woke. We God-fearing in God, so stay woke, nigga, stay woke. Niggas stay woke. Big God fearing in God, chose stay woke. Niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. If you're looking for God and you looking right here, stay woke. Every night before I lay my head, I read my Bible verses. Even though there's drama in the hood and them guns working hard to go to sleep, you ain't no gonna smoke. Try to stay alive, then you gotta stay woke. Praying on the week or praying up to heaven. You might make the news channel 7, channel 5, channel 9 and 11. Might catch a battery charge, cause the problems in the hood jump start like an engine. To the people living in stress, I pray God bless that you never catch a Hail Mary. Cause your chest, you soul you invest. You never really get what you deserve, only getting less. The minimal, beautiful, spiritual rituals living and giving you infinite strength. People without faith wanna stray away from the gate. To the point that's a festival flow so incredible. 7 cents sent from the heavens, so repent.
proverbs, use a God word, think you more high than an edible. Why you looking shot like electrical? Eating all this raw meat injected with chemicals. Look at you, it's breaking you down like a decimal. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, please. Bacon, egg, and cheese, I can still sleep. Niggas stay woke, don't sleep, I'm open my eyes open. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. We God fearing ain't God chose. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. And if you're looking for God, then you looking right here. My Lord, you're asleep, my Lord. You need to wake up immediately, my Lord. My Lord, wake up, my Lord. The children are sleeping. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes open. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. We God fearing ain't God chose. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. And if you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes open. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. We God fearing ain't God chose. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Niggas stay woke. If you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke. Every night before I lay my head, I read my Bible verses. Even though there's drama in the hood and them guns working hard to go to sleep, you ain't choke on the smoke. Try to stay alive, then you gotta stay woke. Praying on the week or praying up to heaven. You might make the news, channel 7, channel 5, channel 9 and 11. Might catch a battery charge, cause the bombs in the hood jump start like an engine. To the people living in stress, I pray God bless that you never catch a Hail Mary. Crush your chest, it's all you invest. You never really get what you deserve, only get less. The minimal is pitiful, spiritual rituals, living and giving you infinite strength. People without faith wanna stray away from the gate. To the point that's a decimal flow so incredible. 7 cents sent from the heavens, so repent. Use a proverbs, use a God word, think you more high than an edible. Why you looking shine like electrical? Eating all this raw meat injected with chemicals. Look at you, it's breaking you down like a decimal. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, please. Bacon, egg, and cheese, I can still sleep. Niggas stay woke, don't sleep. Wake up, my eyes open, stay woke. Wake up, we God fearing ain't God chose. Wake up, niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. And if you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. Don't sleep, I open my eyes open. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. We God fearing ain't God chose. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Niggas stay woke. Every day before I leave my house, make sure that my kids and my spouse is good. Get them out. No world to walk about. That's when the hustle come out. If it ain't about God, then there's nothing to talk about. A really good person, but even God, people live pushed too far, and the guns coming out. I know God came and the world was with him, so I watch every word that comes in my mouth. Blessings filled in my life, so every time I write, you gon' feel His presence, filled with the essence. Every day I pray, as soon as I wake up, you know I gotta dress him. Every day loss is a lesson. Each one's clear, got them filled with aggression. Look at his face and his skin, how it's stretching. I pray even though I ain't see your text, you still get the message. Killing me, every time the enemy is serving out love to a different type of energy. Won't see the chemistry, won't see the spiritual delivery. Never know that fast, so we working on memories. Drunk on the fantasy, drunk on the fantasy. Rather be a better me, screaming like the January. Lazy not getting green, I done see the damn movie too many times. Nigga, rockin' to the time again. Nigga, stay woke, don't sleep, I'm open my eyes open. Stay woke, nigga, stay woke. Wake up! My Lord! Wake up! You're asleep, my Lord. You need to wake up immediately, my Lord. My Lord! Wake up, my Lord. The children are sleeping. Stay woke, nigga, stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes open. Stay woke, nigga, stay woke. We God fearing ain't God chose. Stay woke, nigga, stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, nigga, stay woke. And if you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke, nigga, stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes open. Stay woke, nigga, stay woke. We God fearing ain't God chose. Stay woke, nigga, stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Nigga, stay woke. If you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke. Every night before I lay my head, I read my Bible verses. Even though there's drama in the hood and them guns working hard to go to sleep, you might choke on the smoke. Try to stay alive, then you gotta stay woke. Praying on the week or praying up to heaven. You might make the news, channel 7, channel 5, channel 9 and 11. Might catch a battery charge, cause the bombs in the hood jump start like an engine. To the people living in stress, I pray God bless that you never catch a Hail Mary. Crush your chest, it's all you invest. You never really get what you deserve, only getting less. The minimal is pitiful, spiritual rituals, living and giving you infinite strength. People without faith wanna stray away from the gate. To the point that's a decimal flow
flow so incredible. 7 cents sent from the heavens, so repent. Hit the proverbs, use a God word, take you more high than an edible. Why you looking shot like electrical? Eating all this raw meat, injected with chemicals. Look at you, it's breaking you down like a decimal. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, please. Make it egg and cheese, I can see you still sleep. Niggas stay woke, don't sleep, I'm open my eyes. Open, stay woke, niggas stay woke. We God fearing, ain't God chose. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. And if you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes. Open, stay woke, niggas stay woke. We God fearing, ain't God chose. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Niggas stay woke. Yeah, nigga. Before I leave my house, make sure that my kids and my spouse in the hood get them out. No world to walk about, that's when the hustle come out. If it ain't about God, there's nothing to talk about. A really good person, but even God, people live push too far, then the guns coming out. I know God came and the world was with him, so I watch every word that comes from my mouth. Precious, filled in my life, so hey, to my right, you gon' feel his presence. Filled with the essence, every day I pray. As soon as I wake up, you know I got dressing. Every game lost is a lesson. Eat too much pain, got them filled with aggression. Look at their face and their skin, how it's stretching. I pray even though I ain't seen your text, you still get the message. Killing me, anytime that enemy is serving out love to a different type of energy. Won't see the chemistry, won't see the spiritual telepathy. Never learn that fast, so we working over memory. Drunk up the Hennessy, drugs and amphetamine. Front of me, a better me, sleeping like the Jacory. Lazy not getting green, I just seen the damn movie too many times. Nigga, mother, you television, nigga, stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes. Open, stay woke, niggas stay woke. We God fearing, ain't God chose. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. And if you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. Don't sleep, I open my eyes. Open, stay woke, niggas stay woke. We God fearing, ain't God chose. Stay woke, niggas stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Niggas stay woke. If you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke, stay woke. Don't sleep, 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 sleep on me. Don't sleep, 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 sleep on me. Don't sleep, 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 sleep on me. Hey, hey. Don't sleep, 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 sleep on me. Stay woke, stay woke, whoa, 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 woke. Stay woke, whoa, 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 woke. Stay woke, whoa, 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 woke.
Raise the vibration, raise the vibration. Welcome back, my beautiful kings, queens, princesses, and princes. Welcome back. We are please, if you're going to give me my flowers, please give it to me now. And even if you don't, I just ordered 3 dozens to give myself. Cause I want you to stay whoa. Yeah, it's a little, yo. If right now, if you're in New York or wherever you at, man, it's baking outside. It's like 95 degrees right now, you know what I mean? And I want to keep the air on, but I don't want the sound out. But just stay woke no matter the temperature. No matter the temperature or the degrees. You gotta stay woke. You got to stay woke. But welcome back, my beautiful people. Welcome back to, the most controversial, the most realist, the best TV episode you're going to find anywhere on that YouTube. Anywhere on that YouTube. Welcome back. And as always, our disclaimer. We are not here to put down anybody, any religion, any political belief. None of that. We are only simply here to help raise the youth, the positive projectors, the positive minds, and help those, and even those who don't have a positive mind, help them to retrack and come back on the side where the grass is greener. We are only here to help those to find their way through this maze
that we call life. You know, and hopefully each one teach one. Hopefully you can take the messages that we give you and pass it on to someone else. Please do so. Please. So do me a favor right now. Hit that like button. Hit that notification if you don't already have it. Hit the little bell. And when this drops, please share it. Please share it with your loved ones, your friends, whoever you think may need it. But we are definitely back in the building. I had to start the energy off like that, stay woke, because my beautiful people, I still feel as many of us asleep. You know? So, you know, and I think it's our job to hit the alarm clock. You know what I mean? And bring to you, you know, as much information as possible, again, to help guide us. But thank you for the flowers. I appreciate it. Thank you. Please, again, thank you. All right. But calmeth down. I appreciate it, though. We appreciate all the love, even the hate. Because you know what we say about hate. You know what we say over here in concrete. What we say about hate over here. Let me see if y'all remember. Let me see if y'all know. And for the new subscribers, for the new people joining, we appreciate. We have new subscribers. And now we have to give them a little treat. But for the new subscribers, what we say about hate over here. There's no such thing. It's simply misguided love. Ooh. Bet y'all didn't know that one. I bet y'all ain't know that one. But that's what we say over here. This what we practice and preach over here. There's no such thing as hate. No such thing, you know. It's simply misguided love. And so for all those who got a little envy in their heart, don't worry. We are here to help remove that. You know, as they say, again, I'm not here to push no religion on nobody, but as it says in the Bible, you cannot fully see or expect your brother to see if you don't remove the plank from your own eyes. That's a good one. So if you don't remove the plank from your own eye, you cannot expect anyone else to see. Meaning, you have to practice what you preach. I can't be on here talking all this positive projection and I'm not living it myself. This is why I'm able to practice it, because this is why I'm able to do it, because this is what I live. This is my life. And I pray that my words don't fall on deaf ears and I could reach as many ears as possible. Another saying that's in the Bible, let all who have eyes see, and let all who have ears hear. That's what it says. So this is what we're here for, to hope that those who can see and those that can hear, that's it, my good people. But anyway, let's get right. We're gonna get right into it. I don't want to hold y'all. You know how I do, man. But I don't want to hold y'all too long. We're gonna get right. We got some good information today. We got a good episode today. You guys are gonna enjoy this. I just want to, and again, today's episode, I don't want it to, because when y'all finish seeing the video, I'm gonna play, for my good brother Jay Marvelous. As always, that's a great brother. He definitely he shouted me out on his joint the last time I called up. Good brother, a great brother at that. Matter of fact, great, not a good, but a great brother. But that's why I always, I extend my love by help pushing his content through my content, along with my content, like this. It's called unity, unification. It's like this. working. Each one, teach one, unification. That's what that's about. But once I finish, I don't want y'all to feel like this is an attack on Queens. I don't want it to feel like, because it's going to seem like it's an attack on Queen, but it's not. It's not an attack on any. It's always an attack on good versus evil. It's always going to be against the negative vibes. You know what I'm saying? But it's never attack on nobody. Even if I use people as the stepping stone or the pedestal, it's not no attack directly to the person. Nobody. No, we don't do that. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. As I say, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't. But we have to give the examples so people could be aware. You understand? So that's pretty much what we're here to do. So I'm gonna drop today. Y'all gonna get a goodie today. I'm gonna give y'all two videos on two artists that we all know and love. Two Queens artists. And at the end of the day, beyond all the information you're gonna receive, they black brothers. So I'm not one to put down black brothers. That's not what I hate it. I hate it. But the reason why I have to expound on our black brothers and our black people, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why first. Because when we see a black face, automatically we connect. You understand? The moment you see a black face, you relate automatically. And that's the thing that we do. And it makes us, and then when we see them reach a certain level of success, we connect with them, so we automatically think everything they say and do is correct. And some of us tend to follow it. You understand what I mean? So especially when you reach a height of success, shout out to the good brother 50 Cent. That's what we're gonna do, a video on 50 Cent and a video on went from Esco to Esco, nasty, now it's Nostradamus. From nasty to Escobar, now he's Nostra. Yeah, N-A-S, Nasir Jones, Nas. I love it. Yo, listen, I love me some Nas. Don't get it twisted. Illmatic, it was written. Like, don't play with me. King Disease, stop playing with me. So, you know what I mean? I love me some Nas. But that does not, just because I love their music so much, it does not give, it's not enough reason for me to let them rock. You know what I'm saying? I can't let anybody rock. That again is perpetuating the same thing I'm trying to save our young people from. You know what I'm saying? And I do know a lot of people from young adults to older adults, my age and older, who may look up to these guys. You know what I'm saying? And again, one thing people always say, some people always say that, try to separate the music from the person, or the art from the person, which is true, I agree, but it's very hard to do that in certain instances when, it's the person that is putting out that energy. You understand what I mean? So when they're putting that energy out, it's a little difficult to separate them, because why do you choose to put this type of energy out there, And I'm not taking away nothing from, because, if we want to separate the artist from the art, right? Let me just say this real quick before I get into it. I'm going to get into it right now. We're going to get straight into it. But let me show you why, if we're going to separate the art from the artist, then even the artist has to know this as well, right? So, we want, all right, they say separate the art from the artist, right? But then, if that's the case, why does the artist, if the artist say the artist themselves, like, yo, don't put my art and put me together. Like, I'm a human being, I'm a person, I may put out music like this, but I'm like this. Okay, well, here's what I'm gonna say to them, or ask them, well, all right, so then why do you put that, whatever art you're putting out, which may be negative, right? Why do you put so much of you into it? Meaning, like, all right, let's say 50 years a gangster, right? Every time you do interviews, every time you out in the public, there's the show, you got a power show, you're putting more of that in there. Same thing. To make us believe, like, if you're an artist, you could draw any picture you want. You don't have to keep it, like, but they want to keep it consistent because this is what they're selling you, right? So meaning if you come out as a gangster rapper, you're not going to switch up because you want to sell, that's the image you came out with. Even if you grow up and get older and your energy is different, you still, as a brand, you still gonna promote that. And that's the part where, okay, so why you don't change your art? If you're a real artist, an artist can draw anything. You can draw clouds, buildings, skies, a love scene, a horror scene. You don't have to keep it in one direction all the time. And this what leads people to feel like, oh, well, that's just him. So if 50 go put out something right now, like, again, he had a TV show about, hustle, drug dealing and odd empires are coming up. You be like, well, that's 50. You get me? You get me? So if you want us to separate you and change up your art, be more versatile. Right? I mean, I come from where I come from. I come from the slums. The slums. No, the slums. But what does that mean? That all my art, I gotta paint the slums? No. Most of my information, yes, it derives from the slums. It derived from there, but because I am older and wiser, I've learned to convert that energy and say no. No. 1 second. That's not it. You follow? You follow that? So again, if y'all want us to separate the art from the artist, then fix your art up. Do something better with the art. You understand what I mean? Like, please. Be more thoughtful, more insightful. But again, like I said, when the videos are going to be about Nas, and Nas is a great artist that do put insightful stuff. But we're going to get into it. So let's just get, again, I don't want to hold y'all up here all night. And again, hit that like, hit that comment. Leave a comment if you must. But hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely hit the notification so you can get notified when my videos drop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So we're gonna get right into it. But no long delay. Right? But yeah, and again, as always, man, we love you. We love you. This is why we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We love you. So please, just know that. Alright? I ain't gonna hold you here too long. Let's get into it.
With pain is a head crack, the sign of a devil. Trick 666, I'm back on my bullshit.
With pain is a head crack, the sign of a devil. Trick 666, I'm back on my bullshit.
Shit should clear through my third eye, it's gonna be a murder. Hey, summer, hey, winter. Damn, he is caught throwing signs like I'm a medicine. Any witness against me, I'ma erase him.
Damn, he is caught throwing signs like I'm a medicine. Any witness against.
Alright, peace, y'all. Peace. So, I said I wasn't going to do a video about 50 Cent, but just off the strength of he gave me an opportunity and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, man, like, that happened 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And this guy never even paid me for the beat, so at the end of the day, I don't even care, you know what I'm saying? Like, people be asking me, yo, talk about this, talk about that, and I feel like it's certain things that people don't know spiritually that took place in this guy's career. And me being in the inner circle firsthand, I could tell y'all some things that, that I've witnessed, man, you know what I'm saying? And it'll blow your mind, you know what I'm saying? This is why I be telling people, like, a lot of these rappers are involved in a lot of the spiritual crap. But I'm going to tell y'all exactly what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And you'll know firsthand, there's some crazy stuff how these people get famous, man. So 50 got his start in 97, all right? In 97, he got an opportunity with Jam Master Jay. Now, back in this day, I'm going to be honest with y'all, like 97... 98, Jam Master Jay was very accessible in Queens. Now, if you don't know who Jam Master Jay is, that's Run DMC's DJ. But he had owned the studio, which was located on Merritt Boulevard. All right, now this is the infamous studio where Jam Master Jay was actually gunned down. But during this time, and we're gonna talk about that too. You know what I'm saying? During this time, Jam Master Jay was a big staple in Queens. He was the only person that was in the industry that would probably come through Queens, and you could go over there and shake his hand. Now, during this time, Jam Master Jay had signed two artists. He signed Onyx, and he had 50 Cent under his wing. You know what I mean? He was trying to get his own record label going. Now, but a guy by the name of Corey Rooney. Corey Rooney was an A&R for Columbia Records at the time, right? But Corey Rooney was a part of the clothing line FUBU. Okay, he had his hands in the clothing line FUBU at the time, which is why you seen LL Cool J wearing FUBU and all of that stuff. He was also a huge player in Queens, right? But he owned a barbershop called Fades. So when you see 50 walking up out the dealership and asking the guy to listen to his tape, this was to represent Corey Rooney, y'all. Like, now, Corey Rooney was tied in with the industry, like, you know what I'm saying, big time. But he wasn't as accessible as Jam Master Jay, from what I remember. Like, I barely remember seeing Corey Rooney. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would be in Queens, but I barely remember seeing him. Like, literally, I never saw this guy like that ever. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember his barbershop Fades that was on Guy Brewer. So, you know, this is how 50 actually got his Columbia deal, right? He got his deal with Columbia through Corey Rooney. So now, 50 kind of put himself in the predicament where he just wanted to be heard. All right, like whatever it took for him to get signed or get a record deal, he was willing to do it. He had ties in on the north side of Queens with Jam Master Jay, and then he also had ties with Corey Rooney, who was a representative of Southside. All right, now at this time, once 50 had got his deal through Columbia Records, he was signed and they gave him an opportunity to drop his album, which was called Power the Dollar. Now, from what I remember, right, he didn't have no actual beef with Ja Rule. Like, this was all a publicity stunt to get his name out there. Like I said, 50 read a lot of books. The Art of War, you know what I'm saying, 48 Laws of Power, all of these books, these satanic books, if you ask me, that kind of like got him to get involved in a lot of this bull crap. So with him attacking Ja Rule, you know, Ja Rule was the first person that was in the range of getting getting in the way of 50, right? And we already know the stories with that, you know what I'm saying? It's apparently somebody else robbed Ja Rule, whatever, who cares, right? But we're gonna talk about the crazy stuff though. Now, with 50 doing how to rob and starting issues with Ja Rule, it was an easy target. Ja started mentioning 50's name. They was going back and forth. And that song, How to Rob, was definitely a power play. He got a lot of people in the industry to actually say his name. Jay-Z was big at the time. He said his name. Wu-Tang was actually talking about him. A whole bunch of rappers, man, that was actually saying his name. And some people respected him, some people didn't. You know, this is how he got tied in with Juvenile from Cash Money. They got really cool after he made the line about Juvenile in the song, from what I heard, right? This is how they got cool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff where it gets interesting. So now 50 started getting recognized in the neighborhood, right? As far as with having a local hood buzz. And most people don't know this, but Kenneth Supreme wanted 50 to be signed to his label. Now, 50 never worked for Supreme. Like, he never worked for Preem. But Preem wanted 50 to be signed to his label. So, once he asked him, yo, listen, come sign to my label. We doing albums over here. They even tried to do a soundtrack with Jay-Z that flopped. It was horrible. But 50 was like, nah, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my own thing. Preem took that as disrespect. All right? Now, what 50 went on and did was the Ghetto Quran. You get what I'm saying? The Ghetto Quran. Now, that song Ghetto Quran kind of got him in a little hot water. If you ask me, it wasn't even bad. It was just like a tribute, right? So that's the front that they said, oh yeah, 50 made the Ghetto Quran, that's why he got shot. It was actually a tribute. It wasn't even a record that people was like, yo, I don't know why he dropped this. Mind you, I was like 12 at the time, so 12, 13, so I was in the mix. Like, I would hear stories. People wasn't calling 50 a snitch for dropping that song. It was like, yo, this is a tribute to the hood, whatever. It was a hood record. So that whole Preem didn't like 50 dropping the Ghetto Quran. That's all internet tales. That's not true. Alright? Like, at this time, that song wasn't even that big. It wasn't even big in the streets. So, he dropped the Power the Dollar. Now, the Power the Dollar, which was through Columbia, flopped. The joint flopped. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to come out. I remember 50 would be on God Brewer putting stickers on the street pole for the album, and it still flopped, right? He was doing all the promotion he had to do on his way to the Thug Love video shoot that he was going to do for featuring Destiny Child. That's when he got shot. Now, this where it get a little interesting at. Alright, this where it get a little interesting. Now, it was in May. I think he got shot in May 2000. May 2000, 50 gets shot, right? I didn't see 50 for a while after he got shot. Like, it was weird. I didn't see him for a while. I didn't even know what happened or what took place, but I just remember that day. A guy by the name of Bangam Smurf, right? We all know I interviewed Bangam Smurf. He had some interesting things to say about 50 while he healed up on this song.
Used to go see the psychic and reading your palms because you were scared for your life. Tell niggas about that when you was hiding out in the Poconos and
Now, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I know stories, okay? I know stories. And when he was out there in the Poconos is when I truly believe he did his deal with the devil. Now, I tell people this all the time, son. Like, when you go into these comas and stuff like that and you wake up transformed into somebody else, this is when a lot of these people make pacts with these angels and demons and shit like that. So when he woke up, he became somebody totally different. His speech was different, everything. There's no coincidence that happened that way. You know what I'm saying? Many people that say, yo, he didn't even get shot that many times. He got shot this amount of times. You know what I'm saying? Even his baby moms told on him and said he didn't get shot that many times. It was all a publicity stunt, right? But like I said, when he went up there in the mountains, in the Poconos, he was messing with some nonsense that, you know what I'm saying, got him to where he is today. And I'm going to talk about that too. Now, when you dealing with, now I ain't trying to spook nobody, but I'm going to just give y'all this. I'm going to give y'all this right here. When you dealing with a lot of them grimoires and dark magic books and all of that stuff, man, it's some stuff out there that you would believe would blow your mind. Now, he basically did something where you got to spill blood to this deity. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which one. I don't even care, but I know he participated in the ritual because every last individual that was signed to G Unit had all been shot, even down to Kid, except for Tony Yayo. And the reason why Tony Yayo was not shot was because of this.
My father was a master mason, wishful mason, speak 4 or 5 languages. Very smart man.
All right, now I didn't know that his father was a mason. I didn't know that. Mind you, I'd never seen Tony Yayo's father come out the crib. I know his brother and his mom, but I never seen his pops. You know what I'm saying? I never seen his pops. So, when 50 was up there in the mountains, right, like I said, motherfuckers was dealing with a lot of that spiritual stuff, man, to get him where he is. Now, when he came back, right, and I don't want to leave this out either, just because this is very important. Now, most people don't understand how he got tied into the industry, right? And, you know, Irv Gotti had mentioned some things, even though I know they like arch nemesis, Irv Gotti had mentioned some things that is actually true. All right, and I'm going to explain this. With 50 being on his deathbed, right? This is a part that I want to include. With 50 being on his deathbed, when the police came to that man, all right, and I know firsthand somebody real close in that circle told me this. The police came to 50. This is why they call him a rat. All right. And let's be clear here. Let's be clear. There's so much I don't want to miss it. But when the police came to 50, when he was in that hospital, they asked him what did he want to do, and he said he wanted to rap. They said they could make that happen for him if they help him, if 50 help him, the police get Preem off the streets. And that's where you see Murder Inc. started to fall. All right? This was like you needed a job done. You know what I'm saying? Now, the way that G-Unit got started, people think, yo, it was miraculous how G-Unit started. The way they started that whole G-Unit regime at the early 2000s was through the lawsuit money. Tony Yayo sued the Hit Factory, and they had got like, I think, 6 figures. It was like a 6-figure lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And they gave the bread to 50. Now the engineer also sued the Hit Factory too. The engineer got hurt. When they was fighting in the engineer, you hear them stories about them fighting. Tony Yayo sued the Hit Factory because he got stabbed. You know what I'm saying? He always tell you, yo, I got stabbed in my hand. He sued the Hit Factory. All right, and then that bread that they got from that lawsuit, they paid to get that G-Unit stuff started. You know what I'm saying? This is how they had all of them CDs and mixtapes going off in the street because that money was there. They picked up Shy Money as a producer, got the job done. All right, Shy Money was doing the beats. They had Who Kid bootlegging the CDs. It was perfect. All right, it was a perfect plan. All right, now, like I said, there was some spiritual stuff going on because how do you just randomly get that to just go together, right? It's a whole different thing. Now, the way that he got tied in with Eminem, this is why I said the devil was involved, and I truly believe this. This was some real weird stuff because how out of all people, mind you, his lawyer Theo Stoudemire was really big in the entertainment at this time. He had people like Stack Bundles, a bunch of people, DJ Clue, Joe Buttons. He was a big entertainment lawyer, but he's the one that got 50 to deal with Eminem and Dr. Dre. All right, now most people think, yeah, 50 was just putting his CDs out and Eminem reached out to him. Nah, that happened like, you know what I'm saying, like it's supposed to. The lawyer passed it to Eminem. Eminem heard it, was like, yo, who's this guy? And signed 50. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was rocking with 50 during that time. He was like blacklisted from the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was rocking with 50 at all. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? The doors was closed on him. He was literally like canceled because not only was he a problem starter, but he also sued the Hit Factory, suing studios. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's where that whole term get rich or die trying come from. Now, I'm not saying 50 wasn't out there making money, but he wasn't what people say he was. Like, yo, he was moving weight, he was doing that. Nah. I'm telling y'all, I remember this guy, he wore the same FUBU jersey every day. Like he was a regular drug dealer, a regular person selling crack on the street. You know what I'm saying? Now, 2000 and I want to say 2002, right? Like I always say, when people participate in this stuff, they career take off real quick. Like 2002, I remember he disappeared for a whole year, came back, and next thing you know, his career is taking off, and the whole world is G Unit now. You know what I'm saying? The whole world is G Unit. When I take a look at all of this stuff, right, that surrounds this dude, and there's no way, there's no possible way, like, a lot of this stuff happens because these people participate in spiritual nonsense. And I'm not throwing no shade to whatever you believe in, but you know, it's no coincidence that this guy is rich. You know what I'm saying? It's no coincidence that this guy is rich. Now, does 50 come back to the hood every now and then? Of course. That's not to take away from his credibility of who he is. Does he give people opportunities? Of course. You know, he represents the people that are the underdogs. If he see you persevering, he's gonna give you some sort of a chance, right? If he sees he can make money off of you, he'll give you a chance. That's one thing I could say about the dude. But at the end of the day, like I said, they all involved in some nonsense. There's no picks. There's no, oh, he ain't do this, he ain't do that. They all did it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's no coincidence that I see this dude on TV, and then, you know, he's laid up in bed with a Jewish woman. You know what I'm saying? Now he's got ties in Hollywood. I'm not surprised by none of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised by none of it. His mentor was Russell Simmons and LL, so that should say a lot. You understand? Like, you know, but I don't want to leave this part out either. Now, the whole Jam Master Jay thing, right? Let me tell y'all this. Now, the whole Jam Master Jay thing, right? People assume Jam Master Jay was doing selling drugs and all of this stuff. That honestly, I truly believe that was a ploy. 50 signed to JMJ Records, right, for his publishing. This is another thing. This is why I talk about sacrifices and stuff. 50 Cent, I truly believe, sacrificed Jam Master Jay, right? And I'm going to tell y'all why. He signed to Jam Master Jay for, I believe, $20,000. JMJ Records. He signed to JMJ Records for $20,000. After he got, like, his album was done and all that stuff, and he recorded, he ended up with $5,000. He only ended up with $5,000. Now, he was still signed. He was still signed to Jam Master Jay when he got signed to Eminem and Dr. Dre. These people were big power players at this time, and they knew 50 Cent was going to make millions. They knew he was going to make millions. They got him up out of there. They got 50. They knocked Jam Master Jay up off of there to get that publishing, because he had that publishing. Okay, Jam Master Jay was not letting go of that publishing. He was not letting go of 50 Cent's publishing. And 50 even asked him, like, yo, can I get out this pub deal? You know, Shady Records is trying to sign me. And he gave him a hard time. He was giving 50 a hard time about his publishing. And got him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? All of that, Jam Master Jay was selling drugs. That's a ploy. Jam Master Jay was sacrificed by 50 Cent. And that's exactly what happened. All right? That's exactly what happened. How do I know? I could tell you firsthand. I know people that was involved. You understand what I'm saying? I don't believe that he was selling no drugs and all of that stuff as somebody he owed the debt. Yeah, that could have been the case, but nah, this was bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Which is why they was following 50. Yo, 50, who did it? Who did it? You know what I'm saying? Now, Now, when you see at the very beginning of 50 career, right, as crazy as it sounds, when you see at the very beginning of his career, he was running with the police. Like I said, the feds asked him what he wanted to do. They got him plugged in with the industry. So when we talk about these rappers be COINTELPRO and part of the government, he was, and anytime you see 50, he was with the police, bro. He was with the feds, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was with the feds. And that's a fact. Now, when it came down to him getting away from the police and going more into Hollywood, that's when you seen him beefing with the chief of commander of police and all of this stuff. Because he cut his ties with them. He used them to get him in that spot. And then once he got to that spot, he cut his ties with the police. Now he's protected by the Jewish mafia. They can't touch him. You get what I'm saying? So this guy know what he doing. It's just he playing chess with them. You get what I'm saying? But he messing with a dirty game. I'm going to tell you that now. But the police always been involved in his career. You know what I'm saying? Since the beginning. What do you want to do? Oh, I want to be a rapper. Okay, we'll make that happen for you. And that's what happened. And he had to take down Preem to do that. Now, I'm a Southside baby. I know all of these stories. You get what I'm saying? I know all of these stories about all of these rappers. LL, I could tell you stuff about LL, everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody that tapped in, man. I knew I was supposed to get this video done. So this is exclusively for my Patreon people, man. You ain't going to hear this nowhere else, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to hear this nowhere else. So I appreciate everybody. Thank y'all, man. I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.
You know, a little insight, you know what I mean? A little insight. I mean, a lot of the information, I'm pretty sure a lot of the dudes that grew up on 50, you know what I mean? Kind of knew already. And something like even the fact that Tony your father was a master mason, that's new to me. You know what I mean? But the funny thing, you know, Yayo portray himself like a dummy. Like you know, like 50's dummy shooter, like, you know what I'm saying. And your father's a master mason. I'm trying to connect the dots. I'm trying to connect it. They're not connecting. So you know, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying. As I always say, do what thou wilt with that information. You know, you don't have to take J word, my word, nobody's word. You heard my song, Stay Woke? I said, God came with the word, so I watch every word that come out my mouth. The word was with God, so I watch every... So I don't know who word you would like to take. It's up to you. That's why I say do what thou wilt. You know, but that was just a little insight to a lot of the things. Y'all see the imagery that 50 portrays. Even in his, he had a live. I could find it and pull it up. But he had a live. And he was showing his crib and his artwork, right? And some of that, if you pay attention to that artwork he was showing, it was demonic. It was a skull. It was demonic stuff. You know what I mean? And he said this is some of his favorite pieces. Listen, man. Listen, like I said, I'm not here to, you know, I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to, you know, this is what they give. This is the information that this is the energy they put out. I'm just here to, oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Wow. What is this about, you know? And then, you know what I mean? And then I let you do the math. You know what I'm saying? I help you. You know, I help you take out some of the, you know, the part of the equation. And then you do the math, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's neither here or there. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to make this too, you know what I'm saying, so long. Especially we got new subscribers. We don't want to drag them out. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, lately I don't know if y'all been following. I've been making the shorts, try to make some shorts so y'all can get a little quick snippet of it of the episodes. You know what I mean? But you know, it's like, you know, to me a short is like reading a page out of a book. You know what I mean? I'm like, what can you get from a page? But but you can get something from a page of, you know what I mean? But to me, watching a short of one of my pods is like reading a page. It's like skimming through a book and finding one page and reading it, right? So, but like I said, you know, I'm not going to take away from the shorts. It could probably, you could read that one page and be like, wow, this is interesting. I want to see this whole, I want to read the whole book, you know. So maybe, but I try my best, try to make some shorts, to, you know. But I encourage reading the whole live. You know what I'm saying? To watching the whole pod. That way you get everything in totality, right? Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. And then, yeah, after that, I'm going to show you one more clip, one more video. This one I told you about, Esco the Escobar. Nah, he's nasty, Nas. You know what I mean? My boy Nostradamus. And, you know, I love Nas, man. So it's gonna hurt me more than it's going to hurt you, man. You know what I mean? It's going to hurt me more because I love me some Nas, man. But anyway, we're going to get right into it. We're not going to prolong it. And then the next live, like, P, you keep saying the next live. The next live, you're going to do that. Stop saying that if you ain't going to do it, right? But the next live, it's the food. Because these are very important. That's why I want to gather the information and make sure I come correct. The food pod and the relationship pod. Those two to me is very important, you know, for our young generation coming up. You know what I'm saying? That we should take, you know, and the money pod as well. Those three are very vital, I think, you know, in just coming up in society. You know what I mean? Food, relationships, and money. Everything is great. All information is great. All knowledge is great. But those are vital to our day-to-day in society. You know what I'm saying? The food you are putting in, you are consuming into your body. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of food, we about to go to my man's commercial right about now. You know what I mean?
Today's Paid Ad is sponsored by What's Your Flavor? That's right, What's Your Flavor by the talented Chef Breon. The best kitchen you'll ever eat, located in Atlanta, Georgia. That's right, you heard me, shorty. Down in the A, if you're looking for a little Caribbean flavor, seafood flavor, or El Pollo or Little Sazon flavor, stop by if you're ever in the area. You want to get your vibration vibrating and your stomach satisfied. You can find them on Instagram at chefb_84. Be sure to call 678-760-0954 and ask for Chef B. And when he answers, be sure to tell him what's your flavor.
Anyway, but back again. Now, you know what I mean? My man commercial just made me think about it. Like, but food is very vital to our everyday survival. Of course, money. We can't do nothing without money. And relationships that we tend to entertain. But let's get right into the Nas.
Demons I cried with, this is the life I chose. Under God, I'm tiny.
Angels, the kingdom, the power. Some of us have angel power, the glory. Some of us have demon greed.
It drove me crazy the day I drank my own urine, my own semen with a 9 in my brain. But wait a sec, give me time. Fire. Broads played with pentagrams in their vagina, like the Exorcist. Then they gave birth to my seed. Tell me why they love hurting me.
When you hear a dude say, take a record that says, I'm highly recognized as the king of discoing, and turn it and make the shit say, Nas is the king of discoing, you know there's some spiritual involved. It's well worth it, using that spirit and not all this, you know, but that's some other you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't into that.
Ever asked you that question when you was 12, you went to hell for snuffing Jesus?
I was sick at what was happening in the black community, and I felt like what was pushed on us on a religious level was before my time. You know, the black church is powerful. It definitely been there through the civil rights and all of that, and still powerful to this day. But I didn't see it as a black thing. I didn't see it as, I saw no one's coming to save us. Right. You know, so I just felt like it's me against the world. So I had a very rebellious spirit back then, like serious. So yeah, but you know, I love Jesus.
Magic voodoo power, casting spells up on these kids. Yes, I'm kinda crazy since you niggas talk the medicine. Magic voodoo power, casting spells up on these kids.
Alright, peace, y'all. Peace. Now, I know a lot of people may get upset about this video. I know your favorite rapper is Nas and all of that stuff. But I gotta call a spade a spade. You know, people been asking me to do a video on Nas. So I figured I'd do that for y'all, man, and just give y'all some pinpoints to let y'all know. Although he is a talented artist and he is considered a legend in hip-hop, all right, that doesn't take away the fact that, you know, he also participates in the occult as well. All right, so we're going to break down some things that I found. Some people may know a lot of this information and some people may not. But I'm going to break it down from what I know, all right? A lot of stuff that I know or was told, you know what I'm saying, as far as when it comes to information, I'm going to share it with y'all. All right, now, Nas's father was actually a jazz musician, okay? Oludara, all right? Now, he played the trumpet in the 1970s. He was in a group at the time which was called No Wave, but he played along with David Murray, Charles Bracken, and Cassandra Wilson. All right, now, like I always tell y'all, right, a lot of your favorite artists, they come in the game off of the strength that somebody is either related to them or they know somebody that's in the business, right? But the fact that, you know, his father played trumpet and was in the music business beforehand should let you know that he didn't really have to have any hardships in getting in the business, all right? And I'm going to explain how nepotism works in the music industry as well. Now, like I said, his father played in a group called No Wave, and they were signed to Elektra Records. Now, he had ties in the industry, like I said. Now, the way that nepotism works in a situation like this, right, where Nas's father is much older, and he may have ties to some individuals at Elektra Records, right, being that he was signed to that record label. All they would have to do is basically make a phone call to someone locally to him. So, you know, I'm going to go into how he met up with Large Professor and all of that stuff. Like, you know, these people all have connections, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of it has to do with the groups that they joined as well early on in their career. Now, a lot of people may have heard Nas shout out his childhood friend from Queensbridge, Ill Will. But at the age of 14, Nas and Ill Will became a collective. All right? And Nas made Ill Will his DJ. They formed a duo. They was like Eric B. and Rakim. You know what I mean? So they was going off the spin of, you know, how Eric B. was pushing the 5% knowledge and all of these things. That's what they was actually going off of. Now, at this time, Nas was studying, like I said, the 5% knowledge. And he also got tied in with the Nuwapian cult. That's what I'm going to call it, the Nuwapian cult. You know, their leader was Dr. Malachi Z. York. All right, so when you see or you hear lyrics of him talking about, you was begging me for the tech on the dresser when he was talking to Jay-Z, they knew each other way back in the day before both of them even got on. All right, this is how they have so much history with each other. Prior to the music business, all right, because they were both in the Nuwapian group. All right, now this is how he also met Large Professor as well. But like I said, that goes in hand with nepotism. All right, Now, in 1991, he performed alongside of Main Source. Now, this was a group that Large Professor was actually a producer of, all right? And what they would do is they would sneak Nas into the studio, all right, and let him record after Eric B. and Rakim's sessions. So Nas had a little hand in, like I said, with the industry. He had ties in with the industry early on, all right, before he even, got big in the business. He had ties in the industry. Now, they snuck him on stage to perform live at the barbecue. All right, now he didn't have no rap name at this time. All right, he didn't have no rap name, and he wasn't signed to no label. So ask yourself, right? How does one person get put on stage to perform next to or on a song? Okay, on an actual song, on an album. All right. With these individuals that didn't know each other. Main Source is from Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. So it wasn't like, yo, we gonna put our buddy Nas on the song. This was all favoritism. You get what I'm saying? This was all favoritism. And there was a specific plan on why this had to be done. Alright. Now, when he did this line here, MC Search actually heard him say this, all right, and signed him to a management deal. Now, for those that don't know, MC Search is from Far Rockaway, okay, and he is of the Jewish descent. Now, I told y'all this before. A lot of Jewish people, they don't believe that Jesus is the Messiah. So when you downplaying Jesus to these people, right, it's like they rock with you more. You get what I'm saying? They rock with you more. This makes a lot of sense, too, on why you see a lot of anti-Christianity within the music business, because a lot of these Jewish people, they don't believe in that theory. They don't believe in that religion, that aspect, any of it. They believe that Moses, all right, is their Messiah, all right, and they have a right to think so. But this is what I think. Like when you see a lot of this blasphemous or hear a lot of this blasphemous stuff in music, you know that is a ploy to basically praise the Jewish people, all right. So the fact that MC Search signed Nas immediately when he heard that line, it was like they felt it in their soul. You get what I'm saying? They felt it in their soul and immediately got Nas signed to Columbia Records. Nobody back now, many people may say this, but getting signed just off of one line, that's crazy to me. All right, that is crazy to me. And they hurried up and started on his album immediately. Now, this is the crazy part about all of this, right? So, in 1991, like I said, he got signed to Columbia Records. But by 1992, after landing his record deal, his childhood friend, Ill Will, ends up dying. Now, when I did videos about this stuff before, a lot of people was like, Jay, Nas ain't sacrificed Ill Will. He ain't do that. Okay, but I'm going to break this down, how spiritual this is right here. Now, not only did Nas go on his career to name his record label Ill Will Records, right? But he also went on to name his album Illmatic, okay? As in ill will, okay, but Illmatic. So now, I'm going to also break down how this works. So, let's say, for instance, a rapper has a best friend, right? I'll tell you this again. If a rapper has a best friend, right, and they want to get famous, this is why you gotta avoid the overly ambitious. They want to get famous. They will sacrifice their friend, all right, put them in the line of fire in a sense, okay. And now, what this person's spirit will do, it will guide their career. So when you see people like Meek Mill wearing Lil Snoop chain, A$AP Rocky wearing A$AP Yams chain, these people are using their spirits as gods, Okay, until the spirit no longer wants to deal with them anymore, they have to move on to something else. You know what I'm saying? This is how this all works. Now, Nas went on to promote the underworld, okay, on many of his album covers and albums as well, all right? Just like the blasphemous title, It Was Written, right? Now, for those that don't know, this is a play on when Jesus said, it is written, okay? But to say it was, all right, just that means that that way of belief is in the past. Like, a lot of these people don't understand that. In order to get in that business, you have to throw away your past beliefs. You have to basically turn your back on God. You know what I'm saying? Or what you believe in. All right? Out with the old, in with the new. Like I said the other day on my live, this is all about being reborn when it comes to these people. You know, now we already know, and no shade to nobody that practices in Egyptology, if you focus on the Egyptology aspect. But, you know, you go into the whole I Am album cover, right? Where he's dressed as an Egyptian pharaoh. Now, you know, there's a lot of symbolisms in what Nas portrays, right? But you don't really hear him speak about a lot of this stuff openly, okay? Because it's considered secret knowledge, honestly. Now, on Nostradamus, all right, he portrays himself as who? Nostradamus, who is actually a magician and alchemist. So, I mean, if the average young person picks up these albums, right? At the time I was a young teenager, you know, you pick up these albums, you're not really paying attention to all of this stuff. But they always have to praise the underworld. They always have to. You get what I'm saying? Doesn't matter what they doing, they have to praise the underworld. Now, many people may agree with me on this. You know, he did the Hate Me Now video where he depicted himself as Jesus being crucified, right? Now, who would do this besides Tupac, okay, Lil Nas X, and a few others, right? Kanye West, a few others, right? It's all a part of their plan. They have to do this. Okay, they have to do this for whatever reason. Now, it's to erase the Messiah. Okay, that's what they're doing. They doing it to erase the Messiah. Now, I'm gonna talk about the Lil Nas X situation too, because when you type in Nas' name, mysteriously this demon comes up. All right, it's the weirdest thing. Like they either are trying to erase his legacy, okay, and replace it with this homosexual guy here, or there's some type of weird, you know, combination, because y'all did know that Nas went and performed the song with Lil Nas X. So, you know, the fact that this dude would use his name is kind of crazy to me. Not to mention that, you know, Lil Nas X, okay, Lil Nas X, you know, the erasing of Nas, right? His actual real name is Montero. There's no Nas in his name. So, you know, there's weird things with this, man. It's a weird situation with this, and I truly believe that you know, there's some underworld stuff going on. Now, many people don't realize these artists are all in one big group, right? But when Nas tied the knot with Jay-Z and did the song Black Republican, right? This is when I truly believe he became more of a conservative member of these secret societies. Okay, y'all gotta peep this handshake right here. Okay, now, not only is this handshake obvious, okay, to those that do know, all right, but Nas went on to perform in Detroit, Michigan at the Masonic Temple. Okay, performed 15 songs at the Masonic Temple, all right, to pay homage to the old school. A lot of these rappers go and perform at these Masonic temples, man. You know, and they all getting tied in with these people. Let me show y'all this clip right here.
To me, my action free stabbing me gradually. Says his attribute was satanic, masonic, ironic, blinded till the flashlight enters. Yo, done before.
Lean into that.
When the global Masonic family comes together to celebrate our past and to renew our own pride and confidence in and enthusiasm for Freemasonry.
Now that's basically an assembly of what they pretty much do at these temples here. All right, and these celebrities go there and perform as way of charity. All right, but they're all tied in. They have to do certain things. If they are being pushed by these people, they have to go and perform for free. All right, for these individuals. Now, I want y'all to check out his lyrics on this song, 10 Points.
You say we sacrifice our own family members, like we're not savvy enough to make outstanding figures, and ain't nobody in no cult.
Now, not only that, he mentions his club also on King's Disease.
Agent, without masonry, I made more paper to play with, no rap.
And Hollywood Gangster.
His palms itching, Bohemian Grove couldn't get Nas to visit. I see.
Now, Nas is also responsible for the careers of Tracy Morgan and Yara Shahidi. If y'all didn't know, Tracy Morgan and Yara Shahidi are both in Hollywood, right? And Nas came out way before them, but come to find out, they're cousins. All right, they are both related to Nas, all right, and a few others as well. Now, some people may say, Jay, you know, ain't nothing wrong with Nas, man. Ain't nothing wrong with Nas. But you got to understand, Nas is here to promote and push Hennessy to the black culture. And we already know, okay, Hennessy ain't never been nothing good for the black culture. All right? Just to let y'all know this, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy that people don't understand that all of these celebrities, even your favorite ones, play a major part in a lot of this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a understanding that we must have, like, you know, and whatever you believe in is what you believe in, right? I would never sit here and tell a person what to believe in, right? You have your choice. If you know, watch my videos to do the wrong thing, that's your business. But don't say I didn't warn you. You get what I'm saying? Don't say I did not warn you of the consequences of living that lifestyle. Now, you know, the music business is always ran by the angel of light. Okay, we got to understand that. And, you know, a lot of these people that come into business, they basically are pawns to that until they don't no longer make music. All right, that's just the facts of it. So I hope I broke this down for y'all, man. I'm gonna get to some more videos for y'all, and peace.
I mean, I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all go back to my nepotism video. I talked about Nas a little more in depth on that one break. He broke it down a little more about Nas' career, you know. But again, shout out to the boy 50 Cent, shout out to the boy Nas. You know, on a music artistic level, I like them both. You know, Nas is one of my favorites. But you know, I mean, nobody's exempt from from this thing that we talk about, right? You know what I mean? And I gotta keep it consistent. I can't pick and choose. You know, I can't talk about Sexy Red, but not talk about 50 Cent. If you understand what I mean, you know what I mean? So I want to be fair. But the point is, I still just want. This is strictly, again, this is simply kind of like my tree video, just to remove the veil, so you can see. You know that you are being bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't who got Spike Lee. Spike Lee got a movie I believe called Bamboozle. It's a great movie. Go watch that. You know what I'm saying? But you are being bamboozled with your likeness, with someone with your face and your likeness, and that right there draws you in and thinking, oh, they on our side. You know what I mean? But you know, again, if you are feeding someone negativity and feeding people hope and despair and a false sense of reality, you are no different from the op. You know what I'm saying? You are no different from the op. You know what I'm saying? Again, yes, I just wanted to drop them two videos so y'all could, you know what I mean? And And then you heard 50 Cent sacrifice Jam Master Jay, Nas, Ill Will. That's how they got their rise to the top. But anyway, you know, y'all, again, as I always say, you do what thou wilt with that information, you know. But I know you guys are wondering, how does this all tie? I know y'all see the title, Thomas Crooks. I know y'all wondering, how does it all tie in? Well, we're going to bring it all together right now, you know. You know, just to talk about this Thomas Crooks and Donald Trump situation right here. I said I wasn't going to talk about it because this got to be more entertaining than you know, than television. But I said let me just real quick. I'm briefly just, you know what I mean, I'm not gonna go deep on it. But as y'all see, man, I know y'all seen the pictures for yourself. All right, Donald Trump, and I know y'all found the suspect shooter. Once I first seen the picture of this young man, I couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And listen. Like, as my disclaimer says, we're not here to cut through nobody's political belief. You can believe whatever you shall. Belief is free. It's free. And it does nothing. And what you believe does nothing for me. Unless you try to bring your belief to reality upon me. But what you believe has nothing to do with I. So, but you know, and it's free. It's free to do so. You're free to do so. But once I seen that picture of the young man, I said, "Wow, this dude look like he's like 13, 14 years old." It was amazing. It's amazing. He came up with that grand master plan to assassinate our, I guess, soon to be president, our ex-president. I don't know what to call him. You know what I mean? The actor, he was an actor. He was you want another picture of your president? WWE. We ain't got to talk about what WWE is. We don't even got to do that. I think even children knows. I don't know what's more fake, a movie or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or what's more of a joke? This or this? I don't know. You know. But all I do know is, this is what I do want to say on this Thomas Crooks. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to go too deep on it. I don't want to elaborate too much. But what I do want to say to my people, to my kings, my queens out there, and if you're watching, you know what I'm saying? If you're watching, this is what you look like when hearing about this and feeling sad. Oh, I'm sorry, man, but no, it tickles me. It tickles me on the inside. You know what I mean? To see that, you know, it tickles me. It just tickles me, you know, man. But you know, again, you know, this is what I'll keep saying. I keep feeling like I reiterate this very often. This is what Concrete is about. We're here to help our people, bring you back to some kind of foundation of reality. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get carried away by this thing and see what, you know, you say, how does it all tie in? This is back again. This is all demonic, satanic, projection, and get you, or get my people all in their feelings. Right? And when you get carried by your feelings, your emotions, you tend to lead in this and sway all over the place. You have nothing grounded no more. You lose sense of reality, sense of self. You lose sense of self. And that's what Concrete is really trying to do. Remind you about yourself. Remind you about you do Sway, forget Sway and Kanye, but you do have the answers. Once you assess what's going on, you do have the answers. So please don't wind up like that. You know, I see my own people put so much energy and emotions into these political debates, all of this. And I look at this situation. It does what for you? if you wake up and your situation is not where you want it to be, like whether it's financially, whether it's relationship wise with people, it don't have to be with a male and female, boyfriend, girlfriend, but with people. If you're not where you see yourself, you should cry. You should wake up and cry about that and be sad about that before you sad about something else that has nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? And again, we're not here to take down, demoralize or shoot down anybody's political belief or whatever. Or we don't promote violence either. We promote peace, positivity. Each one teach one, growth. Right? But I gotta sometimes step in and remind. And that's pretty much what I just want to say on that whole Thomas Crooks. This was not about Thomas Crooks, but this was about Thomas Crooks. So we won't listen. I feel I gave y'all a little, for new subscribers, you got something to run off of, gave y'all a little more insight. And again, shout out to Queens. I love Queens. Some of my favorite artists from, Mobb Deep, LL Cool J, Nas, 50. The list goes on, but I cannot stray off my purpose. You know what I mean? And forget what my purpose is. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play a couple of clips as I usually do. Couple of clips. See that face right there? That face right there. But we're gonna play a couple of clips as I always do. Funny, motivational, whatever. And we're gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get up out of here. And that's gonna wrap up this episode right here. And again, as I said earlier, previously, we're gonna get right back into. We're gonna get back into the food pot is especially times like this in the summertime. We eating all kind of stuff. It's necessary. It's necessary. So, my people. So if ever you lose sight of what you're supposed to be standing on, you just use concrete. Use concrete as a reminder of who you are and what you stand on. When they say stand on business, think of concrete. And just say, I need a reminder, and just hit that like, of course, and just go in YouTube search box, type in KONKRETE 718 and get that free that breath of fresh air to remind yourself. Because sometimes I gotta go back and remind myself. Sometimes I gotta go over my old information. Like, wow, I already know. Oh man. But I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. Play a couple of... Play without the sound. We don't need the sound. We're going to name this Industry Weirdos Part 2. The sub-name. Wait, what do you think? See what's going on. We're not going to talk about the all-white party. I don't want to get... I'm pretty sure y'all have seen all the pictures, man. Your biggest billionaires got to pop out. They got to show up. They have to. I remember this?
He's saying, please help me. He's saying, please help me. Go slow over this shit. When we did Blue Streak, we were promoting it, and Martin had a stroke. He almost died. And then after that, I saw him. I was like, oh my God, Martin, are you okay? And he said, I got the best sleep I ever got in my life. That's how tough he is. So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, they are trying to kill me?
Yeah.
What's going on? Why is Dave Chappelle going to Africa? Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take her clothes off on TRL? A weak person cannot get to sit here and talk to you. Ain't no weak people talking to you. So what is happening in Hollywood? Nobody knows. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy, is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe then when we did Blue Streak, we were promoting it. And I came on here because Arsenio ain't do my show. And I was mad at him. So I got Tommy Davis and I was like, man, play a talk show host. I'm a dog Arsenio. Then I started thinking, wait a minute, brother, you on TV, man, you make millions of people laugh. We can't afford to be dogging each other and not tuning in to you and supporting each other. Because back in the old Hollywood, I saw black people in movie theaters damn near every week. Now I gotta wait for Denzel to do a movie, Wesley Snipes. It's like that's the only ones out here. We gotta put our heads together to do projects to give the consumer, people, what they want. And stop letting the government tell us what to give them. Give them laughs, give them entertainment, because that's what your dollar pays for. Yeah. Stop jerking them down. Yeah. What I'm saying is the powers that be know that you can make it all right for people in America. We don't have to have all these.
And this is him now. With his chauffeur, Will Smith. Listen, we ain't about to do all that. You want to see how fake this industry is? Y'all need a reminder? I got y'all right now. Y'all need a reminder, huh?
Show about Wu-Tang?
I never seen that shit.
You never watched it?
I never watched it. Never in my life. RZA know that. Never watched it.
Why didn't you watch it?
Because that's not my story. You want a Ghostface story, you get a Ghostface story.
It's hardly your story.
It's not my story. You could take a piece of me and we had two brothers with muscular dystrophy. You know what I mean? But I'm me, yo. You know what I mean? Like there's a story behind myself that.
Aren't you curious?
I don't care about that shit, bro. I didn't watch that shit. I didn't watch it.
It was good.
I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm glad that y'all saying it was good because, you know, RZA my brother. He got a vision. Something he want to put on TV. All right, cool. But I never got a chance to speak to the person that was writing me.
Really?
That was whoever was writing my parts out. I never got a chance to do my 1-2 after the first time. Did it one time in the first season. It didn't show up like how I wrote it. I mean, how I was talking to the person.
You didn't talk to the actor?
Nah. Even beyond that, I mean, I talked to him afterwards.
No, but
this was like 2 years after whatever when I first talked to the guy.
Because if I'm playing Ghostface, I want to talk to you.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? But you know, I can't argue with the Abbott. That's my brother, so he can do what he want to do. You know what I mean? Wu-Tang is his. You know what I'm saying? So, I never got a chance to see that. I never said I never got a chance. I just never watched it. I didn't want to see it.
What? But even look at that. I got more for you. But I just want to interject on that one. I go to show how fraudulent this thing is. That even one of the top members of Wu-Tang does not sign off and approve of that Wu-Tang document. That speaks volume. That speaks volume. You understand? But I just want to show how fraudulent this thing is, because you know why? It's a business. It's a business, and it's a business to do what? We're not going to talk about that. It's to demoralize and downgrade the black man. All right? Well, I got more for you. More? Shall I give you more? Oh, man. I just want to show you that, you know, just show you how fraudulent this industry is. Alright, here go one right here. A lot of people might not like this one right here.
You was put down here to wake people up. My son knows the secret to the mystery of life. In this next video, you will hear Nipsey compare himself to the spook who sat by the door, which is the story of a man who infiltrated the CIA. Now, many people have took this as a sign that he was undercover as a Mason.
Now, Blue Laces 2, one of my favorite records on the album, you make a spook who sat by the door reference.
You know about that, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I read that book, but I don't think you a spook who sat by the door. I think your intentions are pretty clear.
That's one of the reasons I was so vocal about where I was coming from and what I represented, because I know who I wanted to mobilize. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna name my last album "The Spook Just Sat by the Door." You know what I mean? When I finish my situation.
When I finish my situation.
After years of studying Egyptian history and its parallel to Freemasonry, I am convinced that they believe through ritual magic and worship, they are able to access not only the realms where these Egyptian gods reside, but grant the power to become immortal gods themselves. First, I want to start with Nipsey Hussle's mom at the funeral. She reads an Egyptian ritual off of a piece of paper. She even tells the audience to bear with her because she is not familiar with this. If that's the case, then why would she even do such a thing? Let's see what she says.
We're supposed to say Ashe. So we call on the ancestors, so say Ashe.
In ancient times, they had used the word Ashe to invoke divine forces. Through this, they conceived the power to make something happen or produce change. In the definition, I also found interesting a person through training, experience, and initiation learns how to use the essential life forces to willfully affect change. Next, you'll see her do a ritual of libations.
And now I pour libations to the ancestors.
Libations had derived from Egypt. This symbolized an offer to a deity, and that deity was Osiris. Osiris originally was the god of life until he was murdered. His wife Isis, through magic, then brought him back from the dead, where he transitioned to the god of the underworld. After this occurred, Isis gave birth to Horus. He then became the god of the sky who protected and oversaw Egypt. Now, Horus is the key to understanding all of this. The truth has been hidden in plain sight this whole time. And once you can grasp their goals through ancient occult worship, you will then understand the journey Nipsey was on.
We need to look to the sky for God. God is within.
Now, in the next clip, you're going to hear Nipsey's mom during an interview promote her church called KSRT. As I looked up what that meant in Egypt, it was defined as the anointed one and was applied to Horus.
Correct. KRST. They teach African spiritual science, okay? And that's where I get my strength from. And as black people, I want to encourage you to go back to your roots and find your creator and find your power, your spiritual power.
This is because they believe Horus is the true Jesus and his power is within all of us. She then goes on to say how the spirits talked to her, and through that she already knew Nipsey was dead before even finding out.
And then when the spirits talk to you, when the LAPD told me that it was Nipsey Hussle that had been shot, my spirit said, oh, that's what it was. Because I already knew it.
She then mentions this one more time at the funeral, and she says her and Nipsey had closure conversations. And in those texts, he says he is ready.
I felt spiritually in my soul as if Hermes was going to leave. And we had conversations through text messaging with one another. And I think that Hermes knew too. And he says, I'm just happy and ready.
This next minute is the most important part to this whole video, so listen very closely. Now let's decode the black and white checkered floor. As I researched Egyptian symbolism and color, I found black represented the underworld and white represented the power of God. Now people were quick to say this symbolism proved Nipsey's ties. However, it goes much, much deeper. Let's continue. So When combined, the black and white colors could represent the power of their god Osiris, who is the god of the underworld. Now in Egypt, pharaohs would worship this idea, with the goal of becoming Horus in life and then transforming into Osiris at death. Now let me bring you to the Freemasons website. It states during a 33rd degree ritual, they say, and I quote, "You who have passed the square, for your rewards prepare. Join heart in hand. Wages to you are due at your command." To make sense of what that meant, these Masons believe Osiris is the true god of the afterlife, and once fully committing to that and worshipping it, they can then become Horus here on earth, who was the only one to transform from a human into a god. It's also no coincidence that these Freemasons are called widow's sons. This stems from Osiris dying and Isis giving birth to Horus. This then made Horus a widow's son. After you pass the square, join your heart in your hand. I found this stems from the Book of the Dead in Egypt, which states, "Put your right hand over your heart and to your God and say, 'My heart of my mother, my heart of transformations.'" This is because Horus being transformed into a god could have not been achieved without his mother. Now let's tie in Nipsey. First, his brand was the marathon checkerboard symbolism. This could indicate his journey in Freemasonry. Next, we have his final album being called Victory Lap. This could symbolize his final initiation and the passage through the square. And finally, we have his last song being Right Hand to God. This could be him acknowledging the mother of transformations.
Elaborate on why you chose Victory Lap for your album title. That just the title represents like a moment in my life where I feel like I reached a lot of my life goals.
This is exactly why his mother was given a script to pour libations as an offering to Osiris, as well as saying Ashe to invoke the divine power of Horus into Nipsey as he completes his 33rd degree ritual.
We immortalize Nip now. They thought they took him from us, but he's immortalized. And now he's greater than ever, and I'm so proud of my bro.
So maybe he accomplished his mission.
So with that being said, Nip ended up creating a square. The marathon is going to continue.
A patient leader, a divine light. And until we meet again, the marathon continues.
Marathon continues. I'm gonna end it like this. This man got a letter from Barack Obama, man.
Now Snoop Dogg ended his speech by saying Nipsey got a letter from Obama. And as I read this letter, it states he got the chance to see Nipsey's transformation. It's no coincidence because all the ones in power are Freemasons as well. I also want to point out that at the funeral we saw the use of purple and blue. In Egypt, purple symbolized magic, mystery, and power, while blue represented rebirth. This is why Horus was always depicted with blue, because through the magic of his mother, he was rebirthed into a god. They would also only paint the pharaohs blue who achieved this god-level power. And let me tell you, it's no coincidence that these Freemasons use these exact two colors only at the highest levels. Now, people nicknamed him Nipsey Blue. LeBron James even came onto Twitter to start a viral thread asking Crayola to name the new blue crayon after Nipsey. And his real name translates to God is risen. He also has a tattoo saying God will rise. The elite want to achieve Horus's power. Let's bring you to the dollar bill. We see the bird with something above his head as well as holding something below his feet. And this is the 33rd degree emblem. This all stems from Horus, who is depicted as a bird. We also see the all-seeing eye, which stands for the Eye of Horus, since he became the god of the sky who oversaw Egypt.
You were 33 when you was taken from this world, and that's not a coincidence.
In order to understand what 33 represents, you must know to achieve Horus's power, you have to allow what is known as the sacred secretion produced at the bottom of your spine to rise. This is where it meets your pineal gland, which is also known as the third eye. Now this takes 30 days to rise, and then it sits for 3 more days before releasing. And once it releases, it does not only hit the pineal gland, but also your 12 cranial nerves, which illuminates all major functions in the body. Now this mirrors Jesus' story, since he lived for 33 years. He was also rebirthed after 3 days of death, where he then met his 12 disciples. Finally, we see more confirmation in this connection through Jacob's ladder. In the story, he sets a ladder on earth and is able to reach God. This ladder is also seen as a symbol in Freemasonry, where the ladder specifically leads to the sky. This ladder is the symbolism of the 33 vertebrae that the secretion travels to before illuminating the mind and reaching Horus's consciousness. We then have a passage from Genesis that states, "And Jacob called the name of this place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved." ancestors always depicted pine cones. This symbolism is even seen with the Vatican and the Nipsey connection. And in the end,
Yeah, she get a lot of information, but I keep telling you, the ones that you deem as like nah him, can't be. Those are the ones. Those are their favorites. Cause they see that they got people attached to them. You know, as I said, even from earlier, the video of Nas, and I did a previous video. If you go check out my nepotism video, and I love his music, but those be the ones you look over, the ones you least expect. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I'll keep it a buck. I don't know what else to say to you, man. Let's play this right here.
Very carefully, because no one can explain what happened to Cardi B.
Yes, be involved. Y'all want to be involved so bad, but nobody asked me about no gift. What's good?
Look at the other host.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. Take the gift cards.
Now notice how he claps 3 times and then it's as if nothing ever happened.
Take the gift cards, take the gift cards, take the gift card.
Yeah, because they might put, what's that thing that was going around in the...
The internet had a lot of questions to ask when this clip was first released.
He didn't move, blink or nothing.
Notice how the presenter suddenly changes when she says, Holy Ghost.
Yeah, it's like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost. Anyway, there is a lot of memories today, actually. It's a big day in music history.
The king of rock and roll, and as Mark Cohn says in his great song, Walking in Memphis, there's a pretty little thing waiting for the...
As you can see, not everything is as it seems. But here is the big question. What do you think is the reason for all of these celebrities freezing on live TV? I don't have an answer, and that's why I'm asking you.
Don't worry, we're going to do a whole pod on MK Ultra. We need a whole pod on MK Ultra. Alright? Play a couple more, and then we going to get up out of here, man.
Watch very.
What do you say to people that say you turned your back on the culture or...
Exactly.
Like
100%. I have turned my back on the idea of victimization mentality. We are locked up. We went from 1 and 4. We went from 1 and 4 to 1 and 3. But we always pointing at the white people. But yet, we want to spend all of our money on foreigns. We want to spend all our money on luxury as opposed to going and buying some land. America is for sale. And there's a lot of barren land. Disney bought a lot of it in Florida. But the culture has you focused so much on fucking somebody, bitch, and pulling up in a foreign and rapping about things that could get you locked up and then saying you about prison reform. Like, it's... Bro, we brainwashed out here, bro. Come on, man. This is a free man talking.
I don't know, man. They be say, Kanye, we do say some wild, bugged out statements sometimes, but other times that man be on, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Dead smack on it, you know what I mean? Dead smack, but yeah. Some word for the wise for your ass.
Hey, how y'all doing today? What up? What's your name? You guys are from?
Pusha T.
Where you from?
Malice. VA.
VA is definitely the house top 3.
I love the clips.
Yes, sir. We see the 50 spot right quick.
Customer
hold on. What's up? No. Hold on. What's going on?
What's going on?
Bye.
LV. You know, custom LV. You know, custom Adidas.
Okay.
Always representing the team.
Shit, damn the jury, look at the change.
I mean, come on.
Damn.
St. Jules. St. Jules.
Okay.
You know.
Oh.
Whole bunch. You know.
Damn. Okay, now you see the
what else? You see what it is? It was Jesus Peace and Hip Hop. You know, St. Jules. For sure. Custom LV.
Head to toe, okay.
Ostrich. This is the late Melly's Ostrich. Heavenly White 1 of 1. You know what it is.
Damn. Give anybody a styling tip, what would it be?
Yo, just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel comfortable in, it's you.
Okay. What about you, Push?
You know, you always gotta feel like you in your pajamas. If you ain't comfortable like that, then it ain't you.
Okay. What's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal is hibachi.
Damn. What about you, Bobby?
Linguine and clams.
Damn. What's your zodiac sign?
Leo.
Big Leo. You see the show. What about you?
Taurus.
Big Taurus. Stop playing with them. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you.
You know it.
Yes, sir.
Damn, Push, you letting the Taurus gang down, man. What's up? Push, you let the Taurus gang down, man. What's up, man? I want to walk around like I'm in my pajamas, but I never felt the need to pick up a pocketbook. Hey, why you trying to hide it? Why you trying to stash the pocketbook? Oh, man. I don't know what's going on in this industry, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what to say no more, man. And you know, again, yo, as a child, these were all my favorite. Most of these guys was like, you know what I mean? Y'all already know me already. I talk about the old school, the new school, but it's not about talking about that old school, new school. It's to show you how long, as Kanye said, the brainwashing. You're not buying no land because these niggas got you chasing after trying to fuck a bitch, trying to chase a bitch. That's the problem. Excuse my language. Like chasing after a hood rat, a thotty. And that's the problem. Got our minds in the wrong direction. This is why I was telling my homie the other day. This is what social media, this is what media, forget social media. Social media is the new version. Media in general. It's simply, you don't have to take it as no conspiracy theory. It's simply to keep your mind focused on the wrong things. And half the times it does more detriment to you. It's more detrimental to you. The things that they got you focused on. It doesn't promote growth. It doesn't help you to grow, to be better. And that's all it is, man. That's why I'm disappointed. Me playing these clips and showing you these type of things is a disappointment to me. They have that go to show the generation who we considered as some kind of role models have let us down. So how can I blame the new artists, the new ones coming up? They have been let down by the older ones. And so on and so forth. Last two and I'm out of here. What? What was that? Alright, that's it. We off that one. I'm gonna play two more and then I'm out of here, man. Yeah, I'm out of here.
That's the shit that people don't.
In this video, he speaks about the most powerful frequency to leave the human body. Make sure you watch this to the end and let me know what you think in the comments below.
A new study just recently came out that was able to measure which emotion produces the most powerful frequency out of the human body, and it wasn't love. This emotion was 4,000 times stronger than love. The study is called the Spain Scale of Emotion Research Project, and that's spelled S-P-A-N-E. In this research project, they were able to gather 25,000 subjects and put them all in the room, where they were able to take instruments that could measure the frequencies being emitted from the human body. And these instruments were so precise that they could isolate different emotions that humans were experiencing based off of the frequency that was being emitted from their bodies. These instruments were so precise that they were able to isolate the differences between anger, frustration, passion, joy, arousal, sadness, any emotion you could think of. And the most powerful emotion that was detected by these instruments was authenticity. The frequency that authenticity emitted through the human body was 4,000 times stronger than the frequency emitted from love. True power comes from being your authentic self, and now this is scientifically proven. So the key to raising your vibration is loving yourself enough to be real, to be authentic, to tell the truth, to believe in what you say, to believe in yourself.
Please give that man the biggest ding. 'Cause God, see, you see, subconsciously, I didn't know and I knew, but this is the reason why I never followed. You can't listen. All right, I don't want to make it. I know we running into 2 hours. Listen, the reason why I don't follow. Let's just do this. Let's just say that there's one person that exists, right, before everyone else, and that one person does it like this. And everybody comes and follow that one thing. Where's the growth? Where would there be room for growth and change and difference? Right? Where? If everyone's following one thing, and that's what media does, right? It want to navigate how the masses think. They want to, navigate and steer what direction the masses go and think. But you see, when you could be yourself, you'll spark what? You'll spark change. You'll spark people will be what's the word I'm looking for? But change, enlightenment, inspiration. You know how many times I've seen somebody, I've seen people like, they do things the way they do things, however it is, no matter. And some people, people may judge when people do things. They do things differently. People might say, "Oh, that's corny," or "Oh, he's weird because he does that." You know how many times people have done something different outside of the norm? And I said, "Wow, they was very brave to do that, to be themselves," and that inspired me more. Not more to be like them. It inspired me more to be like me. Like, wow. So, again, even without seeing that clip, I know there's some truth to that. But anyway, we ain't gonna drag it. All right, two more, and I'm really done. 2 more, I'm done.
Always try to make sure, like, my friends that didn't choose the streets, the ones that we consider to be squares, like, I always try to make sure I tell them how proud of them I am. Because they the strong ones. They the tough guys. They the ones who didn't break. Most of us broke early in life, man. We fell to the pressure. We fell to the temptation. And they came outside the same hood and walked past the same temptation, all the shit that's going on, the peer pressure, and they stayed focused. They ain't let that shit break them. All the girls calling them lames, not wanting to give them no pussy because they considered to be a square and corny and all that shit, and they still stayed on course. They didn't break. Then you got us that going in and out of jail, and we come home and motherfuckers praise us like we did something so good. Like, oh, what you did? Oh, because you ain't tell. Like, oh yeah, because you was so ignorant. You was ignorant on a high level. We rewarding you, huh? They go some clothes and some money in your pocket. Welcome home. But homie who just did 4 years in college, we ain't got shit for him. And I'm talking about me.
Cause it's dudes that went to college, came back and seen me, and I ain't have nothing for them. Yo, what's up, yo? Proud of you, bro. But my man who come home from jail, niggas trying to figure out how to scramble up some money to get him some outfits and all this shit, man. Straight ass backward shit. And the ones who we consider to be the squares is the ones that always show up in the end. Those is the real friends. The square ones is the ones that always come and show up in the end and hold you down. They deserve their flowers. They are the real ones, man.
Please get that man a ding. Please get that man a ding, please. I don't know who he is, and he's on this channel. Honestly, but the channel's called Gotham City God with 2 D's at the end. Please, man, follow him, man, and salute to that, man. Yeah, yeah. I got 2 more. I just want to get this one out. Okay, these industry weirdo joint. Here you go. Let's 2 more, and then I'm out of here.
BBL and height surgery. Remember I told you I was trying to get taller. I'm now 6'8", but I gotta drink this soy hydration drink for the next 3 months, or I'll get shorter. So that's what's been going on, man. Yeah, everything been good. I got my fajas, y'all see. No cap and faja. I gotta wear this for the next 3-4 months, but it is what it is.
Please stay away from parasite. Who posted the academics? Academic, of course. I know he's in posting the most parasitic type of content. But anyway, yes, please, people, stay away from that parasites like that. Bandman Kevo, please, if y'all look up to him as a YouTuber, influencer, please don't be influenced by that foolery. Please, this man out here talking about getting BBLs to get taller. Y'all remember that song back in the day? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. No, he took that to another level. Wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl that looked good. I could call her. You remember that? Yeah, he taking that shit to the next level. Yeah, stay away from parasites like him. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Trying to get taller. I did surgery. I gotta drink this, or I'm gonna get. Yo, man. Alright, this is it though, and I'm out of here. You know me, I try to leave either. I might leave on. I don't got nothing funny. I have funny stuff, but I'm gonna leave on a jewel drop. I'm gonna drop a jewel before I leave because I like jewels. But next time I leave off with something funny. But to me, this whole pod was funny. A bunch of weirdos. This whole pod was funny, if you ask me.
Like this thing with BET, it's crazy because BET is not owned by nobody black. But everybody black that works there, should they feel like a sellout? If you selling ads for a white company all day long, knowing that they only making money off black culture, are you not a part of the problem?
Yep.
And you like, nah, I gotta eat. So you gotta eat selling images of us doing dumb shit so that this white company could get our black dollars? And then you wanna act like you fronting on somebody?
I help making a mockery.
Exactly, that's what the problem is. Black people that work for these white companies that are selling black you need to have some accountability. You are the problem.
Yeah.
Like, yo, how much you act like I'm working for black people and I'm bringing y'all our money.
Yeah.
And then you ain't gonna help nobody black.
Come on. Shout out to my Zodiac twin. Tours. Dame Dash. I like to always drop a little clip from him because he always gives some good messages. You know what I mean? And it's always for positive. It's positive food for thought. You know what I mean? This is why Jay-Z is so successful because he had a great brother like him around. You know, kept feeding the mind constantly. But that's it. We're gonna end it right there, man. We're gonna end it right there. That's all I got. That's all I got for y'all. I got more for y'all. Y'all know me, but I'm gonna leave it right there. I just want to say, as always, as I always say, I appreciate everyone tuning in. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the notification. Please subscribe. Send this to a friend, a family, someone who you think needs it. Please. And as always, y'all know me. I love y'all. I do this because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all love me, please, I appreciate the flowers. You know what I'm saying? Please, I do this because I love y'all. And all we continue to do, you know what we try to do, just raise the vibration, you know, just a little more each time, you know what I'm saying? That's what we try to do. But as always, as I always say, you know, whether, you know, love, but if you hate it, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Why? Because there's no such thing as hate. Hate is simply misguided love. Please, just remember that. I love y'all. Please be safe. It's the summertime. A lot of crazies out there. A lot of stuff is taking place. Some people don't got ACs. They a little hot. So if they even hot, more hot, already hot, and no AC. You know what I mean? So please, stay out the way. As my good brother would say all the time, stay out the way. And that's all I got, man. Just do me one favor. Just do me one favor. Raise the vibrations. I appreciate y'all as always.
Working hard to go to sleep, you ain't no gonna smoke. You trying to stay alive, then you gotta stay woke. Praying on the week or praying up to heaven. You might make the news, channel 7, channel 5, channel 9 and 11. Might catch a battery charge, cause the problems in the hood jump start like an engine. To the people living in stress, I pray God bless that you never catch a Hail Mary. Crush your chest, your soul, you invest. You never really get what you deserve. I apologize. Run that one more time. My Lord, you're asleep, my Lord. You need to wake up immediately, my Lord. My Lord, wake up, my Lord. The children are sleeping. Stay woke, niggas, stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes. So stay woke, niggas, stay woke. We God-fearing in God, chose stay woke, niggas, stay woke. No floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, niggas, stay woke. And if you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke, niggas, stay woke. Don't sleep, I open my eyes. So stay woke, niggas, stay woke. We God-fearing in God, chose stay woke, niggas, stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Niggas, stay woke. If you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke. Every night before I lay my head, I read my Bible verses. Even though there's drama in the hood and them guns working hard to go to sleep, you ain't choke gonna smoke. Trying to stay alive, then you gotta stay woke. Praying on the week or praying up to heaven. You might make the news, channel 7, channel 5, channel 9 and 11. Might catch a battery charge, cause the problems in the hood jump start like an engine. To the people living in stress, I pray God bless that you never catch a Hail Mary. Crush your chest, your soul, you invest. You never really get what you deserve, only get less. The minimals, critical, spiritual rituals, living and giving you infinite strength. People without faith wanna stray away from the gate. To the point that's a decimal flow, so incredible as heaven sent, sent from the heavens, so repent. In Proverbs, using God words, take you more high than an edible. Why you looking shot like electrical? Eating all this raw meat, inject away chemicals. Look at you, breaking you down like a decimal. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, please. Bacon, egg, and cheese, I can still sleep. Niggas, wake up, niggas, stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes. So stay woke, niggas, stay woke. We God-fearing in God, chose to stay woke. Niggas, stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, niggas, stay woke. And if you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke, niggas, stay woke. Don't sleep, I open my eyes. So stay woke, niggas, stay woke. We God-fearing in God, chose to stay woke. Niggas, stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Niggas, stay woke. Yeah, nigga. Every day before I leave my house, make sure that my kids and my spouse is good, and I'm out. No world to walk about, that's when the hustle come out. If it ain't about God, then there's nothing to talk about. A really good person, but even God, people live pushed too far, then the guns coming out. I know God came and the world was with him, so I watch every word that comes in my mouth. Blessings, filled in my life, so A to my right, you gon' feel his presence, filled with the essence. A day I pray, as soon as I wake up, you know I got dressing. Every game lost is a lesson. Eat too much pain, got them filled with aggression. Look at their face and their skin, how it's stretching. I pray even though I ain't seen the text. you still get the message. Hillary, anytime the enemy is turning our love to a different type of energy. Won't see the chemistry, won't see the spiritual telepathy. Never learn that fast, so we working over memory. Drunk up the Hennessy, drugs and amphetamine. Trying to be a better me, keep it like integrity. Lazy, not getting green. I done seen the damn movie too many times, nigga. Fuck is you telling me? Stay woke, nigga. Stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes. So stay woke, nigga. Stay woke. We God fearing, ain't God. Yo, stay woke, nigga. Stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Stay woke, nigga. Stay woke. And if you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke, nigga. Stay woke. Don't sleep, I'm open my eyes. So stay woke, nigga. Stay woke. We God fearing, ain't God. Yo, stay woke, nigga. Stay woke. I'm floating on air, no more nightmares. Nigga, stay woke. If you're looking for God, then you looking right here. Stay woke. Stay woke. Don't sleep, 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 sleep. Stay woke. Don't sleep, 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 sleep. Stay woke. Don't sleep, 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 sleep on me. Hey, hey. Don't sleep, 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 sleep on me. Stay woke. Stay woke, whoa, 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 whoa. Stay woke, whoa, 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 whoa. Please continue to raise the vibration. Just know I love y'all. That's why I do this. And one more thing. You woke yet?
It's your favorite host, Mike P, and you already know, as always, everything concrete.